What a day in your life would be like in the 19th century. We're living in the digital age, also known as the information age, where everything we need, whether it's information, answers to your life's biggest questions, or even physical things, can be found, bought, or delivered to us with just a few clicks, right in the comfort of your own home. Now let's go back, shall we? Let's go way back to the 19th century. What would a day be like in the average person's life in the 19th century? Well, depending on your age, you might be a bit shocked. I know I was. Before we wake up in a different timeline, don't forget to like, share, and hit subscribe. Now imagine this. It's a Friday, and you're speaking to your best friend over the phone. He's attending college in a different town, so you plan to drive there tomorrow to visit him for the weekend. It's the year 2020. You pack your things for the weekend out of town, and you drift off to sleep. You wake up and stretch for the day ahead, excited to get in the car and drive a few miles out. And although you recognize your good old humble abode, you find that your alarm clock is missing, and so is your phone, and the air conditioning is off. Isn't that weird? Suddenly, you hear a loud knock on your door, but before you can open it, the person has already fled far away. After scanning the house from head to toe, you see that everything is different, yet it's oddly familiar. You then are led to conclude that you're in a dream, and that you've been transported back to the early 19th century. Based on some old calendar and handwritten journals you read on your desk, where your laptop and planner used to be, you then find out that the person who knocked on your door earlier was actually a knocker-upper. In the 19th century, a knocker-upper was a job where they had to go door to door, and they walk with a stick which they used to knock on doors and windows to wake people up for work, as there were no phones, watches, or alarm clocks. According to your journals, the knocker-upper wakes you up every 3 a.m., a bit early for your taste, but you proceed with the dream. After all, you're already curious to see what happens next. You go down for breakfast to see that the refrigerator is gone, so you just go out on your lawn, and you find a man outside. You find out that he is the driver you hired for this trip, and he's taking you to your best friend's home. But that's not all. He is taking you in a horse and carriage, and because the horse needs pit stops to rest and rehydrate, it will take you about a full 24 hours just to get there. Unlike modern cars and highways, which only take you about 6 hours, and instead of GPS, you carried a big detailed atlas map. There were no highways, bridges, or infrastructure of any kind. If there was a body of water, you had to go around it, taking the long route through the forests. We must make it to the designated campsite before nightfall. If you don't want to run into any trouble traveling in the evening, because some natives like to hunt at night, there are no streetlights, which makes it unsafe for travel in rural areas as compared to the daytime. So the driver hands you water and fresh milk in glass bottles, 3 pieces of bread, 3 cobs of corn, and 3 apples. This should last you the entire journey. There was no processed food yet, let alone drive-by restaurants or convenience stores on the way. If you don't want to go hungry, don't come empty-handed and bring enough food for the entire trip. You journey on and make it to the designated pit stop before sunset, where you would stay for the evening. At dawn, you continue your journey, having roosters and the rising sun as your alarm clock. After a couple of hours, you make it to your best friend's residence. He's glad to see you. You wake up, and you're back in 2020, and you couldn't be more glad about the little things. Hearing your alarm go off, seeing your car parked where you left it, and the smell of pancakes and fresh coffee from downstairs. You get ready to head out, but first, you send your best friend a text. I'm on my way there. I can't wait to tell you about this weird dream I had. What other things fascinate you about life in the 19th century? Let us know in the comments section. If you like this video, don't forget to share and click subscribe.